Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day it may be for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Laidback Gamer, and we are back with some more Civilization 4 Cavemen to Cosmos. And in today's episode, we're continuing on the grind from last time. You know, conquering the world without actually conquering the world. Ruling over many, many vassals, because, well, we are just that powerful. And, of course, eventually plotting the end of the world. But we're not going to get to that part for a very long time. So, I was in the shower today, and I was kind of thinking, how do I want to go with the series? Because we're coming up on the end, maybe by the time you guys end up seeing this, it will be the end of December, meaning the December dailies are done. And that means another approximately 56 episodes in the year. Pretty sure it's 55. Yeah, 55. Anyways. They're going for... Oh, yes. I was trying to think, where exactly how do I want to play this out? Because, well, I could easily go on for another 2-3 years at this rate. And it's just because it's going to be... Well, very easy to do that. Yeah, sure, I'll take a world map. I already know your world map. Probably should have tried to charge you for more, if I'm being honest. I don't think... Yeah, you got nothing that I don't already own. So, farewell. We have our the first of the Grenadiers. Of course, they're going to get Trench. Apparently, they can also get a Chemical 1. Gives lots of extra damage bonuses, so we'll take that. And I shall take any other special promotions. Nope, doesn't look like it. Go ahead and have you fortify up on the hill there. Have you guys just fortify there for now. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Up onto the hill to then fortify. And let's see, you into there. Have one guy that can rest up right here for now. I think these guys can stay in this fort. It's in a pretty advantageous position. You guys can fortify up here. Sort of a lesson to them as to don't cross me, as well as to protect them. I don't want them to suddenly die. Yeah, it wouldn't be the end of the world if they did. And you are going to continue on the great quest to route every city together. Or at least upgrade the current road system. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. I thought that was going to be rough. Yes, now I do know I want to eventually plan essentially a mass... Everybody goes to war with me, and we also break... I think a good majority of our vassals. I definitely want to let the Egyptians and the Ottoman go, just so I could fully conquer them. I'm definitely going to keep the Dutch, the Byzantine, and probably the Arabian Empire. I might let the Mayans and Aztecs go as well. We'll see. We'll see. I know, but yes, I know I still have that going on, and I am going to do that. However, when I'm going to do it, I am kind of unsure. Because, well, honestly, I could do it any time, realistically, and still come out on top. But what I'm thinking is I'm going to wait till a little bit later on in the game where we have some more advanced units. And just a bunch of other fun stuff we can rely upon. Like, we still don't have air units. Most of the units that we can use on the sea aren't really that exciting. So I'm thinking, once we hit the industrial era, or probably even the era after that... provided that we have finished all the settling of our main continent, as well as finished the main army in Slain and worked on the defensive armies, I'm just going to essentially queue up a bunch of buildings in every city that we got, take a bunch of time off camera to do that, and then sit back, relax, and do nothing until the next... effectively just do nothing until... the next era. Just keep researching text to get there, and obviously if something interesting does show up, I will happily put that on the I will happily, show that for you guys. But aside from that, we don't really need to do it. There's just not much I could do. I'm sure watching me build up just a ton of units at once can be exciting for some, but I think a lot of people probably aren't going to enjoy just watching me essentially pass turn, or essentially do a little bit of this, a little bit of that between turns. So rather get that all done and out of the way, done and dusted with that. Then after that point, let's see, you guys need to keep moving inward. We'll start besieging the city. And the infamous Blackbeard is attacking Turkish ships. Sounds about right. And yeah, after that point, then we after a couple eras of the world being like that. Ooh, nice. We got Eratosthenes. Eratosthenes. He was a Greek mathematician, geographer, poet, and astronomer, and music theorist. He was a man of learning, becoming the chief librarian at the Library of Alexandria. He invented the discipline of geography, including the terminology used today. I like the legacy there. But yes, I think I will keep in that state for a couple eras. Hopefully we'll be able to supercharge the research during that process, and I would really only show anything that was worthwhile showing. So if, say, we advanced in a tech, or if we get a good trade deal that I do accept, I won't show any trade deals that aren't worthwhile. Or maybe if a big war gets declared somewhere in the world, then I'll showcase off that turn. But aside from that, would just be effectively trying to skip, ideally, maybe a good 25% of the turns, plus everything in between. I also wouldn't show these because, well, I'm quite generous. My vassals. You know what, you have been such a good friend. Well, actually, you're not a vassal, but you know what? I'm feeling generous today. Please accept. I'm your hero. Well, it's a shame that you don't want that. What do you want for this? 20 gold? Done. Alright, don't care for the Japanese. You know what? Sure. Little guys can have the tech.
To every action, there is always opposed and equal reaction.
Yes. We can get Isaac Newton's College, which gives +1 production from scientists in all cities. Lots of education and tourism, and a bit of tourism. We also have skyscrapers, or this is the first one to skyscraper. We also need civil engineering, furniture, steel, and cement. I don't think we have cement just yet. Maybe we do. I'm not sure. Anyways, we have the physics labs, which is required to build a standard model, and neutrino observatory. It also requires university too. Got a water tower, which is nice. Also going to help out with it replaces water pipes. Nice. And then we have the Advanced Mine Technology Center, which is the national wonder. 50% minus cost for mines and mine fields. Provides anti-tank capability. We'll need to choose a city to build that in. Oh my. Well, I suppose this can have the Bureau of our farming inside of it. I will need to spend some time in between I'll need to spend some time a bit later. Ooh, get an academy here. Oh, goodness. That is a lot of science. 349 beakers is ridiculous. Let's go to there, fortify up. And keep pressing the attack. We have a bunch of Neanderthals to clean out. And you guys, let's see here. Did I want to assign you to a city? Well, no, these boys are coming home. I'll put you in this fort here. Alrighty, you guys. Ranged attack. To collateral damage them, which is good. And then... Ooh, I think I'd like to be at full health for this one. Very good. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm hoping to do. I'll probably say more in the year-end video, since I've got a lot to say in that piece there. A lot of good, mostly good stuff. There's a couple of minor bad things that unfortunately happen. Well, one of them really isn't even that bad. It was just inevitable, going to happen. And, well, yeah. I'm gonna say it again in there, and maybe go in a bit more detail. I can't wait for that time. It's gonna be, I got a lot planned in the new year. I have so much planned in the new year. Also, the Celtics are catching up in power again. They're at a 2.7, and I'm not a fan of that. Granted, we are only using Slain in order to catch up, but that's still not good. Although, most times when most empires tend to challenge me, with the exception of the Egyptians, they tend to fracture apart shortly or a while afterwards. So, and the Egyptians are the exception to that rule because, well, we went in and conquered them. It's simple, honestly. We just went in and said, "Hey, you know that land that you have there? Guess what? It's mine now." Yeah, sure, you could take up a call. You know what? Take a bunch more tech and please don't talk to me for a while. Take all of my old technology. I don't need it anymore. Speaking of need, is there anything I need from you? I think the answer is no. No, I'm not letting any city join up. And we can get some more production towards the guillotine. Still exceed the population for the world. Alrighty. Ranged assault. And grenadiers take some promotions. And you attack the Neanderthal that we will be using to help speedrun a little bit of production inside Mutal. Very good indeed. New city's been settled? I don't think so. Incans are slowly fracturing apart again. Surprisingly, the Mongols did manage to pull themselves together, and they're kind of coming back. See, if we had the same fracturing that everybody else had, we would have been likely in the same boat. Not as advanced, obviously, but we would have been still in a very similar situation. Let's see here. A violent revolution has occurred in the Incan Empire once again. Those Incans, they just can't seem to find a peaceful resolution. I think in the medieval era, it was the Mongols, now it's the Incans. I wonder how long before the Celtics join them in their fracturing. Many people would say, well, okay, probably in the game would go, well, of course we fractured, but surely you got a fracture. I mean, look at the size of your empire. It's massive. And to that I say, yes, it is. And no, we won't. You know why? Because I happen to have one thing that everybody else does not have. Intelligence. If you make your people happy and you reduce the crime and disease, you'll start making a ton of money off of them. Everybody likes a good bit of profit. Oh, yes. I like a good bit of tasty profit. Everybody likes profit. Everybody likes money, too, for that matter. Would like a world map. You know what? Sure, you could take the world map. Okay. Oh, you have actually been keeping up with the conflict that's been going on in here. Yeah, you can have that. You can't trade for world map. Oh, you need charters in cartography, right? Now, will you trade for world map? Yes. You spare this for a friend. Ah, now we know that. No, you cannot. We also discovered something that I'm not going to attempt to pronounce creator because I don't think I could pronounce that. Anyways, Celtics. Oh, there's a barbarian state that spawned behind us. I would like to know if you're interested in, say, this technology that I would like. What would you like for this? You want some gold? Absolutely. There you go. Yeah, this Oh, and we found Mount Everest, too. Well, that's just fantastic. I kind of figured we'd find that. Alright, looks like the Holy Roman Empire is a little bit bigger than I gave him credit for. Not too much bigger, but just a little bit bigger. Celtic Empire that isn't actually as large as I thought they were, either. I mean, they still have a sizable amount of cities, but they're not as big as I had written them up to be. Well, what's going on over here? This is the Maori. Maori live there. Maybe the Chinese are willing to give me some maps. I give them... let's see here. Could you spare this for a friend? You know what? You are quite... Oh, whoops. Excellent. There are many things you have to offer us. Yeah. That's interesting. Alright, so our maps have revealed all of the territory here. Alright, it doesn't look... Oh, and it also looks like somebody's got up here too. So this entire continent, there's no way we can settle anywhere on there. We would have to find a way to barter a city off of them. I'm wondering if the Mongols would be willing to give me a city. No, they're not. They're too cautious. Well, what about the Chinese? Not to take cities from their cold, dead hands. You know, that could be arranged. Alright, anyways, keep attacking them. How are we looking? Okay. But if we do get rid of the 3%, then do a ranged bombard there. Now we use these guys, and yep. Nice. And these three. I did think I was going to capture that city, but I guess I... Oh well, that's what you call past planning for you. Ugh. Anyways, alright, let's see here. So, security. Down to there. You guys go ahead and heal up. And let's see, rush the work of that guy. Once more, get guillotined. And then go ahead and end the turn. Yeah, because, well, I still would like to try and get to the end of the tech tree. And, in order to do that, I gotta start setting a lot more restrictions for myself. So many restrictions. Because else, I honestly, I could win the game at this point. I have that kind of power. I could win the game right here, right now. All I'd have to do is just go conquer the Incans. And I have an army ready to go. Well, it's scattered, but I could unite the army I could unite an army together and go conquer the Incans. As well as all the fracturing states that are around there. Of course, that would be breaking what I said earlier on in that I don't want to win via a domination. Asks from Wu. How dare you? That might be no, it's not an act of war. I'm not going to declare war over just losing a bunch of masks. Instead, I'll trade you for that and see if we can get you, hooked up with some better deals. Well, you didn't like that deal. Oh, excuse me. I better start drinking some water. Vitalize myself. Alright, do we get this back? You want furniture for steel wares. Nobody gets steel wares. Especially you. Ask the Buccaneers to parlay off. For them to leave our cities alone. You know what? Sure. We'll do that. The rite of passage for Mr. Bismarck. No. Alright, let's have these boys come back down to here. Unite with one of the main forces. Education. Educate. We must educate everybody. How else are they going to learn? And we got perfect sights. There we go. And now go defend. Never mind. I said defend. And Phoenix, keep attacking. Now get the other Musketmen involved in this. We are whittling this down. They are under... Yeah, they are under 100 bombs. That's great. I need them just weakened even more. Let's see here. Let me grab this. I shall grab a rifleman promotion. They cannot lose. They cannot get sidestep, unfortunately. Although that was to kind of be expected.
Tell me what to do.
All right. Get the troops rallied up. You know what? I don't really need that in order to get to these guys. I can crush them pretty quickly. Alright, let's get down. Oh, wow. Lots is going on in the world. A lot of good things. Alright, a lot of people are celebrating We Love the Monarch Day. Maurice has made peace with Charles V. There's tension in... Oh. Tension in a Mayan city. Yet people want to join back up with the... Yet one of my cities want to join back up with the Mayan Empire. Clearly they're not thinking on the same level together. Very clearly. But, you know, I'm sure it's not going to hurt them in the long run. I'm sure everything is gonna be alright for them. I do sense that the Native Americans are going to make a comeback, though. Yeah, we are in no threat of losing this tech race. We're too advanced at this point. I would have to stop researching tech for maybe about 100 turns before any of our opponents would catch up. Or I gift them tech, then stop for 100 years. Like I give one round of tech to everybody and then stop for 100 years of researching. But we're not about to enter a dark age. That would be ridiculous. Alright. Let's just have the settler crew settle up there. We can go ahead, grab this promotion, and then you may go ahead back to Border Patrol. Alright, take those. Rest up, please, my good man. And break into culture. Thank you for all that. We got the monks coming out to heal us up. And attack and attack. Need more people. More people must join the mighty empire that we possess. More people, yes, more. Why are you building a fort on top of platinum? Go settle that city again and then put up a proper mine there. Oh, that city has access to oil. Really close. Oh, that is tempting. I might have to settle there myself. Nah, we'll let the Dutch do that, and then I will politely ask for that oil. And saying, well, no, that belongs to us now. We might let you benefit from it, but that oil, that belongs to us now. It is nice to see that our vassals are slowly working on improving themselves. That's fantastic to see. Also nice to see that the Mongols are also becoming vassal lords. I wonder if that maybe it's intentional. The AI breaks down a little bit, well, a lot in some cases. Then they go back and control all the vassals and have a much easier kingdom to control because they don't have to worry about it as much. Maybe that's the golden play. Possible. Although, to be fair, again, in our position, I don't necessarily need to worry about that. Oh. Again, excuse me. Alright, we got rifling, so you would like the world map. You know what? What would make this? Sure. I don't really care to explore the rest of the map. I don't need to know the rest of it. We can theorize that all that later. Ooh, you actually got a promotion. Nice. Alrighty. Yeah, it's barbarian territory. There's Ankos there. We'll have to take our crew down there at some point. Now reunite with the army. Have you settle on there. Rest there for now. Have disease control and then people healing. That is actually the wrong way around, but you know, we'll keep one with disease control in case we need to settle inside a city. Oh my, that is loud. What happened? Well, first off, we researched rifling. Second off, that's not related to all the world-related stuff. Oh, the Incans have declared war on the Germans. I guess they're looking to take back some of those 12 cities. As Bex, there's some valuable stuff. Poor construction, neglect caused the fort to fall apart in the Byzantine Empire. New Orleans is celebrated. We love the Monarch Day. You know what would be really cool? Is if we could manage to have enough cities to where every day, or if we could have it enough cities, time it where every time you hit the end turn, they celebrate We Love the Monarch. A city celebrates We Love the Monarch Day, and that just keeps happening throughout the entire empire. So Slane starts with it, then say St. Paul follows the next turn, then Buffalo the turn after, Atlanta the turn after that, etc., until eventually it gets back to Slane celebrating it once more. Now that would be pretty fun to attempt to pull off. And speaking of pull off, we've pulled off a miracle. We now know the secrets of rifling. Meaning we now have the illustrious, the legendary riflemen. Federal. You see the big picture for federal. Let's see here. It's here. So federal, 10% great person birth compared to what do we got here? We have a lot of free units. It increases a lot of national rebelliousness, but we don't really care for that because it doesn't seem to be doing anything. A lot of maintenance decreases national rebelliousness. Yep, we don't get free units. This we get free units. Free units. All the free units here. Free units. For 25% tax rate. I'm gonna have to say no to that. Divine right. That's old news. Old news. Old news. That's old news. Old news. Let's see here. That's old news. Old, and yeah, nothing else. Nothing exciting.
Political power grows out of the barrel of a gun.
Yes, it does. So that gives us the big game hunter, as well as riflemen. We have cavalry with firearms and ammunition. Oh, and military tradition too. Requires ammunition. I think we can get that. We have snipers, but that requires firing range military science. You have camel gunner. We have red coats, very famous. We have the Cossacks, the Apache cavalry, the Ruals. Oh look, Canadian Mounties. require the Canadian culture. I need to get my hands on this, and then we're gonna have Mounties patrolling. We're gonna have squads of 3 Mounties patrolling the area. That'll only allow us for 15, but still, that'd be awesome. Then we have the Outlaws. A bunch of people here that I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the names of. Partisans. Not sure what they, how they're built. The Great Colonel, the Warlord Colonel, Elephant Gunner. Oh yes. The Jagier. I think that's Austrian. Yep. Slew War. There is just so much. Oh, we get the Snowball Brigade with Confederate. There is just a ton. Oh, Camel Cavalry. That'll be fun. Masturbate Game Hunter. Zebra Cavalry. Manluke. Thought that was an older one. Anywho, then you get Quebec Defenders. Quebec. And there is just so much stuff in here that this unlocks. And we also have the Arc de Triomphe, which is 25% Great General Emergence, plus 15% military production, 1 to totalitarianism, which we're not getting probably, and then 1 anger with pacifism. As far as military science and bricks, and then we have barricades. Provides 100% defense, not against explosives, minus 40% less damage to defenders, not versus high explosives. It replaces walls, high wall. Oh, it's the next wall replacement. Barricades. So, do take note that walls are obsolete, basically, when it comes to defenses. And welcome back. You have made it to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed, hit that subscribe button if you really enjoyed, maybe share this video to anybody who you think will enjoy my content, and also don't forget to check out some of my other stuff. I'm not only doing this game, but I also have done a ton of other games. Well, a ton, I think I can I'm not sure how many games I've done at this point, but anyways, here's a small little bit of collection of games that I've done. And if you look on screen, it should take you to either another video or a playlist. Maybe you'll enjoy that. Perhaps you might not. I don't know. We will find out. Hope you all enjoyed, and until next one, take it easy.